guys, sis. Let's listen to some Daddy Cool. Eh, 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 eh. Welcome, guys. Please come in, like the video, share, please. Please like and share. Man, no, no. Man, no, no. Making up put them up. Please like and share as you come in. Villa Mama Lily the Lily, welcome, big sis. Hey. Please share, invite, like. Come in, guys, like and share. Big Dada in the building. Welcome, my darling sis. Super picking. Chupa. Daddy Cool. I found this music. Oh my god. Ah, nice song. Let's play it again one more time. Let's play and wait for people to join.
Alright, 1, 2, let's go.
Yes, oh, Dada, you caught us live. Please come in, like and share, please. Share. I saw the hair for Rich House. Oh, all right, Villa Mama the Lily sis. Please drive safely, please. Please, big sis, safely, oh, please. Where? Please like and share. As you come in, just tap on the like button and share if you can. Share to all your village people. Please like and share as you come in. Woman, look out. Woman, look out. My piggy. Peace, mercy, Mama for life. Yes, Mama. Please like and share as you come in. Welcome, everybody. Please come in, like and share. Woman, so puppy kisses. sis. Welcome, darling. Welcome. Eh, 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 eh. Oh, that's a nice piece by Daddy Cool. Well done, Daddy Cool. Please, let's support our own. I came across this music on Facebook and I got in touch with Daddy Cool. I said to him, I appreciate the song. It's I think it's John Menang, an upgraded version. It's amazing. I said to him, can I promote it on my channel? And he said, go ahead, dear sister, promote it as long as it's all about promoting our culture. So thank you, Daddy Cool, for giving me that go ahead to use your song. Dr. Open Eye, welcome, darling. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So please, as you come in, like the video, share the video, invite all your village people. Oh, I need to put on my Facebook page. I'll just put on my Facebook page. Just a minute, guys. Please come in, like and share. I appreciate you all. You guys believe that I wanted to share my video. I went and clicked dislike, if anything. Disliking my own video. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That cannot be possible. Okay. Please join me live. Please join me live. Please join me live. Please join me live. As you come in, please like and share, like and share. Perfect. Oh! Big sis, go out of the show and come back in. Go out of the show. Chicken Dawn, my darling, wonderful, beautiful sis. Welcome, sis. Big sis, just go out of the show. Love you too, darling. Love you right back, my darling sis. Chicken Dawn, miss you. I've missed you, sis. I miss you. We've both been so busy, in and out. Health and Zumba Master. Oh, my darling sis, always there to support. It's saying something about ID. No, please try again, big sis. There's no way. There's no way. Come out. Just come out of it completely and try coming back in again. Let me send the link to you. I'll send the link again to you now, big sis. Just hold on. Let me send the link. Let me send you the link again. Hold on. Let me send the link to you again. Okay, try that again, big sis. I've sent the link again. Try and see if you can come in. Positive picking. Oh, welcome, my sweetheart. Welcome, welcome. I see you. Please, as you come in, like the video and share the video. Oh, I can see you now. Big sis, you're in. You're in. I can see you. You're in. I see you right there. I can see your message. You're in. You're right into the show. You're fine now. All good. All good. Please, as you come in, like and share, please. Invite more people. Invite more people. So, guys, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Bella Fountain TV. Did I actually put that on Facebook as I was talking? Trying to get my own CC in. Let's see. Okay, I'm sure. Let's see. Right, so welcome to Bella Fountain TV. I'm Bella, your host, and if this is your first time here, welcome and thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for clicking on that subscribe button. Thank you for joining the family. Thank you for liking the content. Thank you for sharing. Lulu, welcome, darling sis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shauna Yoke, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much. Wow, I'm happy to see. Um, again, yes, I've missed my sis Jink and Dawn. I've missed her so much. So for all the new subbies, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for liking this channel. Thank you for supporting your own sisters. Thank you for supporting your own daughter, a friend. I appreciate you all so very much. But please don't forget to tap on your notification bell and select all. So whenever I'm live or I drop a video, you will not miss a thing. And to you all, my very, very loyal and returning subscribers, thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you for always standing by me, for always being there to support me, for taking the time to spend this moment with me, because I mean, time is money. People value their time so much these days. And if you've decided to come and spend it with me, I can only say thank you. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your continued support. Nana Chocolate, my chocolate beauty sis, welcome. I see you. J Unit debunking, my darling sis, love you, much love sis. Thank you so much for joining. Please, as you come in, like the video and share the video. So I appreciate each and every returning subscribers. At 12 for you, Nana. At 12 for you, darling. At 12 for you. At 12 for you. Anything for you, Nana. Anything for you. So thank you all so very much. Almighty Mother Hen, welcome my baby sis. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Please, as you come in, just like and share. Just show your girl some love. Villa Mama, oh, my beautiful intellectual sis. Too much sense, key you. Welcome sis, I see you. Miss J, the honest one, love you. Welcome, darling sis, I see you. So I thank you all so much. I thank you all for always being there to support me, to correct me, leaving those feedback that would make us grow as a people. I also appreciate each and everyone who goes out of their way to pick out, topics or things that are happening. Big Five for Life, my beautiful sis, welcome. Pick out those things that you think is befitting of our channel and then share it with me and say, Bella, let's talk about this. I appreciate you all. Please keep them coming. Keep them coming, because that's what we need to do. All right. Especially if something is burning, I may just miss it. But if you bring it to my attention, we can all talk on it and learn one or two. So thank you all so very much. Now, before I get into today's topic, Villa Mama, all right, sis. Hey, the queen of culture is in the building. Siri herself, my very own sis. Welcome, Muma Jisigana. Thank you so much for joining, Muma. I appreciate you. Please, let's keep supporting our own sis, the queen of culture. Siri is my very own Bafut sis. Let's promote the culture. Let's project our people out there in the world. So thank you for joining, sis. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Obo. I tell them, like and share as you come in, please. So please, I thank you all so very much. And today's topic we're going to be talking about Tonto Dike. I know Auntie Rosemary actually touched on that. So you can, she's had her own take on the situation. I want to bring that as well here. And before she talked about it, I had in mind to bring this topic on our platform so we can all share our ideas and thoughts, what we think about it, what we think about the whole Tonto Dike situation. So focus will be on Tonto Dike and her ex-husband Churchill. And my question is, are they partners in crime, or are they, both victims? Queen Mother 237, welcome my beautiful baby sis. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. So, and I'll also bring in a lady with a husband or ex-husband. I think it's Desmond. I saw the video on Facebook. It's trending for anyone who hasn't seen it. Hot Pepper, welcome, darling. Hot Pepper. Sweet sis, how are you, my darling, my love? Welcome, thank you. Oh, my beloved one and only Auntie Rosemary is in the building. Welcome, Auntie. Welcome. Much respect, Auntie. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Please, as you come in, like the video and share. So we'll be talking about that, my take on it, and you guys, some of you were not on that Auntie Rosemary show, so I want to hear your take on that issue. Prince Mervyn Nation. Oh, Prince, welcome, darling bro. Thank you so much for always being there. Thank you. So before we get there, I want to just throw a little light about this loyalty thing. that's happening in our community. I see it a lot. The dishonesty, the disloyalty, it's alarming, it's scary. Okay. And I said, let me just throw a little light on this particular issue, because as a people, if we cannot show some loyalty for one another, and then I don't understand the kind of community we want to build. I do not understand the type of community we want to build. I always say, if you value somebody, forget about respect, because in order for you to value somebody, you must have respect for that person. So if you value somebody, you will create time for that person, because we create time for the things that we value in life. Lum Dekumba, welcome, Uma. Thank you so much for coming. Please, as you come in, like and share. When we cherish something, we create time, we make moments, we free space for that thing. And it's the same when it comes to our relationship. And so when somebody is in a relationship with me and the person keeps saying, I do not have time, I was struggling to find time for you or for that, or to create time for us to meet or to talk to you or to call you. For me, you do not value me. That's how I look at things. Because if you do value me, you will create time regardless. That's how I operate. Because for me, loyalty is everything. Just a second. Let me look at the co-host. Are you all right, Baba? Oh, good? Good girl. Well done. It's okay. It's okay. Careful. Have something to drink. Just a minute, guys. Please. I just give something to the co-host to drink. Have some juice. Okay. You need to eat slowly. About food 7 kata. So for me, loyalty is everything. And that's why I put a post up on my community page. I think that was last week, and I said, you cannot allow loyalty, to become slavery. You cannot allow yourself to become a slave to loyalty, because if somebody cannot appreciate what you're bringing into a relationship or what you bring to the table over and over and over again, then it's time for you to move away so that that person can dine alone. Meaning it's time for you to sever that relationship. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at loyalty. And that's something a lot of us are struggling in our community. It's like some people have like a spirit of the spirit of a squirrel, like the spirit of a Auntie Titi. Oh, my Auntie Titi, the sweetest auntie of them all. Welcome, Auntie Titi. Oh, missed you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. So some people, it's almost like they have the spirit of a squirrel in them. Squirrels jump from one tree to another, searching for nuts to crack. And that's how some people are behaving in life. And it's scary, especially as a grown adult. It's not easy to make friends when you are already an adult. If we look carefully in our lives, my bestie is right here. My bestie is watching me. Lavicha. She's my bestie. She was my maid of honor at my wedding. I have known her for 3 decades. Over 3 decades I've known her. So it's a long time. A long time I have known her. So if you're an adult and you cannot build friendship based on loyalty, then I don't understand the kind of life you want to live. I don't understand the kind of life you want to live, because sometimes the real friends are the ones that you've grown with from childhood. That doesn't mean those ones can still not betray you, but most often, these are your true friends. These are the ones you would live together, to get all together and die. Yes, for decades. That's my very bestie, my sister. I call her now my sister. Lavicha. She's the best. She's the kindest person, the most soft-spoken, the most gentle that you can ever know, you can ever meet in your life. I always say to her, when I'm counting my blessings, I count her among my blessings. Because friends like that are very rare to find. And I'm lucky to have friends like that in my life. And loyalty is when you are there for somebody. Oh my God, Dr. Goretta. Oh, Sis Goretta. To what do I deserve this honor? My people are coming. Thank you all so much for coming. Please, as you come in, like the video and share. Oops, just a second. Co-host, that's too loud, honey. That's too loud. Good girl. That's too loud. Love you right back, Lovey. Love you right back. So, for me, loyalty is like if you, it's when you're there for somebody when the least expect, when the least expect you to, to show up, you're there. Loyalty is when somebody is absent, but you're there to protect them and prevent them, keeping them away from harm's way. That's loyalty for me. I did hot pepper. I spoke to Miss Kim. Yes, I spoke with her. Thank you so much. She's doing okay now. She and the kids are making a good recovery. So yeah, I did speak with her. Loyalty is being there when somebody least expect. I say this because, for example, let me give an example for between Mommy Bree and I. I'm sure a lot of you watching me here, when Mommy Bree was going through one of her most challenging periods, a lot of you, a lot of you, I don't think you're expecting me to be there beside Mommy Bree. I don't think anyone expected me to be there. I don't think anybody, because I never mentioned to anybody, I didn't speak to anyone about it. And I'm sure a lot of people were taken by surprise to see me standing next to Mommy Bree. And for me, that's how I show up. That's how I show up for my people, the people I call my own. That's how I show up. Even I'm sure Mommy Bree, if you had asked her that I will be there, she must have had her doubt, because I had to actually leave work, take permission to be there for her. I had to leave work, take permission to be there for her. And she knew I was working. So I'm sure even if she, I said to her, I will be there, she had her 50-50 doubt in her. But I made sure. Idangwa remixes. Oh, the fearless sis of them all, the intellectual one. Thank you so much for coming, sis. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so, so much. So I'm sure Mommy Bree didn't expect that as well. But that's me. If I see somebody and I say I'm with somebody, I will go out of my way to do everything in my power, possible to be there for that person. And loyalty, people don't get me wrong, it does not mean you cannot correct the person you love. Ivan Lee. Oh, my darling sis, my loving sis, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so, so much. Hey. Oh, that's my big blesser, Ivan Lee. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you so, so much. I continue to hold you dear to my heart. Thank you so, so much. So, loyalty doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot correct the person that you're loyal to. You can correct them. And when you correct them, it's because you love them. It's because you want to see them grow. It's because you want to see them become the better version of themselves. Okay? You cannot just be loyal blindly. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to be loyal. You have to be honest to the person that you're loyal to, or your loyalty goes to. You have to be very honest. And when your loyalty should come also as a principle. As a principle. You're not loyal because you're benefiting something from somebody. You're not loyal because somebody is giving you money. You're not loyal because somebody is going to introduce you to connections. You're not loyal because of something. You're loyal because you have that principle that if you're with somebody and call that person your own, you're there for them. All right, sis. G-Unit debunking. All right, sis. Thank you so much. You're loyal to that person because you have that principle in you. You believe in that principle of being loyal. If you're loyal because somebody's blessing you with money or somebody's giving you connection, trust me, that is going to backfire. Because when the money stops coming, when the connections stop coming, that same person that you called your own before, they will go on you like literally like vultures looking for carcass. They will be on you like vultures looking for carcass. And they will eat on your flesh. They will literally eat on your flesh. When loyalty is not built on principle, when it's built on benefits, that's the danger. That's the danger. If you have to be loyal on somebody for somebody, you have to make sure it's a selfless act. And that is why I respect the beehives. Don't get me wrong. I respect the beehives. I respect all of you, the positive community. I respect you, my fountainers. I appreciate each and every one of you. But the beehives that showed themselves to me during the Mommy Breeze situation, the beehives that showed themselves, Ama TV, that's somebody who risk it all. Because if I was one of those, the dangerous elements on social media, I would have taken a picture of Ama TV. I would have taken a picture of Ama TV to come and show it and bring her here. Round mothers, thank you so much, Auntie. Thank you so much. I would have, taken a picture of her. Ayok Bisang in the building, the one and only untouchable. Welcome, sis. Thank you so much for coming. Please, as you come in, like the video and share the video. Thank you so much, round models. Thank you, Auntie. What did Villa Mama say? Villa Mama Lily the Lily says, true, and that's what is lacking in the street. If someone is loyal, they can correct you. It's called constructive criticism. Thank you so much, Big Sis. Thank you for that. Most people, Dr. Okupai based on true story and stuff like that. Laviche says most people are loyal because they actually want to benefit from something. Yes, with secondary motives. That's what I mean. Lulu, exactly. That's why Sheila is insulting Dr. Ngasa today, because money is not entering again. That's what I mean. If you stop giving, the vultures will come after your flesh. That's just a simple truth. That's just a simple truth. Some people don't understand what loyalty is. Loyalty comes with sacrifice as well. It comes with sacrifice. Sometimes you have to put yourself to the in the back burner for the person that you're loyal to. Catalina 123, thank you so much for joining, darling. Thank you, sis. Thank you for joining. It comes with sacrifice. So I was saying, Ama TV put herself there. She showed her face. I don't know her name. I don't know where she was coming from. All I knew is she left work. She dashed. It was during her break. And she came and she was sitting there next to me. And, we had a great time. She was there with her knowledge, trying to tell me what, the judge was saying and all those things. And she was there for the motivation, the encouragement and everything. That's loyalty right there. Somebody that you least expect to be there, and they are there for you. People, you don't pay them, you don't give them anything, and they're there for you. Like the beehives, you don't give them anything, they are there for you because they love you, they believe in what you stand for, they are there for you. My fountainers are here for me. They believe in what I say and what we share together. You're here for me. It's not like I give you guys anything. I don't give anybody money. But I suppose what the bond we share together, the ideology we have together is what is keeping us. Round models, thank you so much, Auntie. Auntie is struggling. We Android world, beautiful show. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you so much. Look, you're already getting there. That's you. That's you already there. You're there. You're doing great. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. So we have to learn to be loyal. We have to be. And to be honest, it's time for us to start looking at those people who don't show loyalty. Look at those signs. Why do you feel like if today Bella is not loyal to Ayok Bisong, the next minute Bella is now loyal to Ivan Lee and then discards Ayok Bisong? And the next minute, before you know it, Bella has left Ivan Lee and is now a peace person. And it's discarded Ayok Bisong and Ivan Lee, and it's now a peace person. The next minute now, Bella is back to Ayok Bisong. Why will it be okay for Laveche or Lulu to become friends with Bella when you've been seeing me having like prostituting from friend to friend to friend to friend to friend? Why would you want to enter into a relationship with Bella? Idangwa, sis. What have you done, young woman? There you go. Sit. Sit, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well done. Thank you. So why do you think you will make a better friend to that person who is prostituting from one friendship to another, one friendship to another? When you see someone like that, stay away from such person, because that's just telling you that person knows nothing when it comes to loyalty. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. Thank you, the mother. All the warning signs are bodily written. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. Because that's a red sign that those people don't care. Those people can, cut you deep just to have what they want. They are out for something. Those are the people, the people you call the frogs that are out in the afternoon. They say frogs. When you see a frog in the afternoon, when you see a frog in broad daylight, it's either something is after the frog or the frog is after something. So I call, disloyal people, I see them as frogs, jumping frogs in the afternoon, going after things or things going after them. That's how I see those people, like jumping frogs. Very important, positive speaking. Positive. And loyalty is so paramount as part of our human existence. It's so paramount as part of our human existence, because you cannot live as an island. You cannot live as an island. We live as a people. We live, and loyalty, when somebody knows that there's that one person, because what we don't understand is loyalty has a great impact in the welfare or well-being of each and every one of us. The fact that I know you guys are there for me, every time I light my camera, somebody's going to be there for me, I feel happy. I feel fulfilled. I have that satisfaction within that I have people. And it goes the same for any relationship where there's loyalty. Imagine you going or living a life where you feel no one cares. You're living in isolation. How would that make you feel? Ask yourself that question when it comes to loyalty. Do you want to live as an island, or do you want to live in a group where you look after each other and make sure that everyone is happy? So please, let's cultivate this principle of loyalty. There's nothing more important in life than knowing that you have people. Your people are your wealth. Money can come and go at any time, but the people will be there for you when you least expect. Auntie CV, welcome, my darling English mentor. Welcome, I see you. Thanks for joining. When you least expect. Co-host, what are you doing? What are you doing blowing your bogey? Sorry guys, just a minute. Can I clean that quickly, honey? Thank you. Your nose is licking. Your nose is licking. I'm sorry. Sorry, Baba. Okay. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry. Is it finished? Drink. Good girl. So please, when you think about your people as your wealth, think about loyalty. When you think about loyalty, think about your people as your wealth. I thought I'll drop this in at the beginning of my show. So I hope I made sense. I hope I made some sense. So thank you guys so much for listening. So let's get into today's show. BTV, welcome, darling. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Please, as you come in, like and share. I see 40 people watching, just 31 likes. Please just like the video. That would be great. So, before we get into Tonto Dike and the lady with the Desmond case, it's funny because you guys know how we talk about equality. Women want to be, equal as men. It's almost like the men are also taking this equality thing to another level. And why do I say so? Please don't take this wrong. I'm not making light of the situation, but it's almost like these days we hear a lot about men scamming women, doing 419 on women. You know how back in the days you hear a lot about women, scamming men, running away with monies, fooling a man, say, oh, I love you, and the next day they're with another man. Today, in this, 21st century, and, 2023, we hear more about men doing that to women. I don't know if I'm the only one having that vibe. I don't know if someone else has that vibe, because I hear and I see it a lot. It's the men duping women, which was, the reverse years back, decades back. Thank you, Positive Pekin. So that's the reason why I brought this topic, because a lot of our brothers, a lot of our uncles are going out of this whole equality thing, and they're taking it to a whole new level. And so these two case studies is what I'm going to be talking about, and we can share our knowledge. I'm going to play the voicemail. So this the videos, the first one I'm going to play, table don't turn round. Exactly, BTV, the tables have turned. So this first video, I think some people may have seen it on media, others may not have seen it, but I want to play it. It's about a lady who brings in a husband from Africa. So the African couple brings in a husband from Africa, and then the husband later on leaves this lady and goes on with another woman. So I want to play this, and then we listen and we carry on from there, and then we move to Tonto Dike. So this show is two faces, okay? Women are more desperate these days, which is a factor. Thank you. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more with you, the mother. Oh, yes. And so men are taking advantage of that desperation. Right. Let's play the first video. Start from the beginning.
That's Tanisha. You got her pregnant after using me to come. Desmond, you got Tanisha pregnant. That Tanisha. You got her pregnant after using me to come over to UK for papers. I gave you the visa, and you got somebody pregnant, telling her lies. Yeah, telling her lies. You got into UK with visa, and now you've got someone pregnant because your visa is about to expire, and you've got her pregnant. Tanisha, shame on you. Your mom is gonna be so disappointed in you. And who are you, Nicola? Are you the Nicola one? Nicola, and did he tell you that we are married? Did he tell you he came over to UK because of me? Did he tell you that?
I hope you guys can hear the audio clearly.
Do you know what goes around comes around? Do you know what goes around comes around? Do you know what I spent to bring this fucker into this country? What does...
Right. What happened there?
What's your name? Do you know what? Did he tell you he's married? You've not even divorced me yet. These are the pregnancy papers. He's not even divorced me yet. Desmond, God will punish you. Desmond, but you know what? This baby, I feel sorry because he's going to use the baby to stay in the UK. Yeah. He's going to use the baby to stay in the UK. He used me to come over to UK, then left me and followed another woman. Left me and left another woman and got her pregnant. Desmond, what goes around comes around. God is going to punish you, Desmond, because I did everything I had to do. You are embarrassing yourself, Desmond. Shame on you.
Don't say
Shame on you. Yeah, you're already part of it because you knew he was married. How did you know? You knew he's married, and we're still married. You need to divorce me, Desmond. You need to divorce me, Desmond. Divorce me, Desmond. Divorce me. You've got her pregnant now to stay in the UK. Divorce me, Desmond. Divorce me, man. Don't get Tony to get out. You use me for visa to come over to UK. Yeah? He used me for visa to come to the UK.
So now, guys, I think we'll leave it there. So this story, I saw it and I thought, this is not the first I've heard. This is not the second. This is not the third. Okay? Because a friend was trying to bring her husband to the UK as well, and she went and sought the help of this solicitor. Please, Bella, please send it to my inbox, please, sweetheart. Oh, I will. Hot pepper. I will. This is not the first. So there was a friend who actually wanted to bring the husband to the UK as well. And the solicitor was like, are you sure you want to bring this person? Because I have done cases and the man or the men have come and disappeared. And some of the men have actually disappeared at the airport. They've come in and they've actually arranged for someone else, another woman, to pick them at the airport. So this is not the first case. Okay, this is not the first case. And women should wake up and smell the coffee. I feel so sorry for this lady because for me, this video she's done, it's not going to help her situation. It's not going to help her situation. And just listening to her talk, you can tell she's very ignorant of the immigration laws and what, is within her power, how she can control the situation. Going around doing this video is not going to help her in any way, shape, or form. What she needs to do, if she must, because she's saying, oh, she's impregnated this girl because she wants to get paper through this pregnancy. It doesn't work like that in the UK. It does not work. Even if you're the mother and you give birth to a child in the UK when you don't have permanent stay, as long as your papers are out, you are out of this country. That's just a simple truth. It doesn't work like that. So for me, this sister of ours should have gone quietly to the immigration system or go to the home office here in the UK and say, I got married to my husband. And they always tell you when you're bringing your spouse in. They say you must notify them once this relationship is over. You need to notify them and say, this relationship is over. I know I'm no longer with this person. He's no longer my dependent. And so you guys can cancel the visa, and they will cancel that person's visa. As simple as that. You don't have to go around embarrassing yourself like this, dear sister. Because for me, she should not be doing that video. Just do the right thing, follow the right process so that Desmond can get the reward he so deserves. We have wicked men out there. Wicked men out there, like the mother says, who will take advantage of the vulnerability or the desperation of women who want to get married. And some of us, when we are there with those men, we make it very obvious to them that we are so desperate. We want to get married. Oh, our biological clock is ticking. Yes, your biological clock is ticking. It doesn't mean you would jump in a bed with a monster. Exactly, Lulu. It doesn't mean you have to jump in bed with a monster just because your biological clock is ticking. We have to be very careful and do our findings. Do your necessary findings when it comes to any relationship you're finding yourself with. Yeah, this is somebody you spend money, and to bring somebody into the UK is not bonbon. It's not chicken change. You spend a lot. It costs a lot of money, thousands of pounds. It's not easy. And so this Desmond is probably seeing this girl. Yes, she's desperate to get married. Yes, she's willing to sponsor me. And he probably already had it at the back of his mind that he's going to come here and he will disappear. He wouldn't want to stay in the marriage. That's a possibility. That is a possibility. And he's come. He's had the opportunity to land or set foot on UK soil. And he thought, oh, perfect opportunity. I'm off. And that's the case with some people. And then the other aspect that we need to do, and I need to educate my sisters. Lily the Lily put it right there. Visa no the keep man. Holy Mary, welcome, darling. If the guy has a British child, he will not be deported. If it didn't work out, just leave and move. No, Holy Mary, no. He will be deported because he doesn't have the right to stay. The reason he came to the UK was on the grounds of spousal visa. And once that marriage is null and void, he doesn't have any grounds to be in the UK. That's just the truth. That's how the immigration law works here in the UK. If you've been married before and you've brought your spouse here in the UK, those guidelines are there. They're there. And I know of people who've had this same situation, and that's what they did. They just need to phone the immigration office and say, I have no relation with this person. We are no longer husband and wife. And then you get called in. Holy Mary is saying, if he has a child, he can plead on humanitarian grounds. So this is what I don't understand, Holy Mary, because I had a colleague that was pregnant and had her UK baby, and she didn't have papers that expired, and they would not renew her paper. And they were like, okay, this child, because their dad of this child had papers, was a British citizen, but they were not married. So this lady did not have papers, but they would not give her documents for the fact that she, her documents had expired. So I don't understand if humanitarian ground or she didn't seek the right approach. But personally, I know that this doesn't work when it comes to a partner not having visa and having a child in the UK. But if Holy Mary is saying so and saying so with so much confidence, then probably it's a possibility. Like we say, we are here to learn. We cannot dismiss any fact. We cannot dismiss any fact. We are here to learn and help people. So I need to take into consideration Holy Mary's point of view as well. Bella, the guy can navigate the system. Truth is, in most cases, once you don't enter, if he tries certain things, yeah, I know they have other options, but this girl should, follow the right way, follow the legal route, and make sure that this guy is reported. Because for somebody to spend that much money and for you to treat them in that manner, I just feel it's wrong. And also, like Lily said, the fact that you bring somebody here in the UK, don't expect them to stay with you. Don't, anywhere in the world, in the diaspora, don't expect them to stay with you. I've said in my video, when you're investing in a relationship, human beings, we have emotions. We are not like landed property, a house, or a business that, don't speak for themselves. Human beings, we can change at any given time. We can change at any given time. Today, I can decide to be with Dr. Obai. Tomorrow, I may decide that, no, I want to get married to Ayobison. Sorry, Ayobison, since I know you're straight, I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying that you and I are kind of, you know what I mean? I'm just using as an example. Bangshu, welcome, sis. Thank you so much for joining. I don't want it tomorrow they'll cut this part and go and say Bella and Ayobison are doing video something. You know how the streets are. They will start saying Bella and Ayobison are doing something via video because Bella said it on show. So now disclaimer is just for the purpose of the show. I use it as an example. Oh, sit down, baby, sit down. Well done. What are you trying to do? Co-host, don't do it. Don't do it, baby. Don't do that. Okay? Otherwise, you fix your knee. I'll get you this, okay? I'll get you this. Sorry, guys. The co-host. It's okay using me as man picking with capital M. All right. Dr. I. Vanessa said, I really don't like the idea of going back home to marry someone. Most of the people you have seen who have done that to their partners most of the people who have done that, their partners don't show them shege. Yeah, which is very sad. And there's also something I need to tell my sisters. And that's a lot of us make that mistake. When you bring a man abroad, you feel like you hold the key to that man's freedom. You feel like you hold the knife and the yam in your hands and you want to cut it into any direction or create any shape. FBI Clarence, welcome, big sis. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Oh, thank you so much, my darling sis. I love the entrance. Thank you. So, some of my sisters, they want to keep that man as a prisoner just because you've given them documents, just because you've brought them abroad, or you've helped that guy bring them to the diaspora, to America or to Europe or wherever, and you treat them like a piece of shit, like a paper cloth that you use to clean your bum. A lot of my sisters do that. A lot of them. And when you do that, trust me, some men, they really don't care. This guy, he's decided to go on to get another guy, a woman. But some men would rather just, get up, pack their bags and leave. That's just a simple truth. You cannot use the visa as a situation to control a man. The man can't do anything. If you do it, I will not renew your papers. You will go back home. I will push your backside where you belong, to the gutters where I picked you. Women, we do that. We do that. And sometimes when things like this happen, some of it is because we have decided to chain these men and blackmail them, hold them captive, just for the fact that we brought them to the diaspora. So this case is two-way. As much as I feel sorry for my sister, I'm also giving, food for thought for the possibility of maybe the guy just had enough. Desmond may have just had enough. Yes, exactly, the mother. He may have just had enough and said, you know what? I'm done with you. We have so many women. I'm out. I'm going. I'm going to grab another person. Thank you, Auntie Rosemary. There should never be any bargaining in being kind. Thank you. So we have to be very careful. We have to. I know life in the diaspora is very stressful. It's very stressful. And remember, let me give you guys, because I'm speaking from experience. My husband was out, back home, and I was here before he joined me. There's something I need to tell my sisters who are in that same situation as I was, that when you are in the diaspora, your way of thinking, your reasoning is going to be very different to the way you used to be, or the way you used to reason when you were back home, because circumstances and the lifestyle in the diaspora or in America will change you for good. Your perception of life will change. The way your viewpoint of life will change. And so when your husband joins you, you have to accommodate it. It's a challenge. I'm not going to lie. It's a challenge, but you have to learn to navigate through those differences. Through those differences. The things you used to like when you're back home won't be the same thing you used to like. Because I remember my husband said to me, sweetheart, I can't even buy because I'm worried that maybe, what I'm going to buy, you may not like because your taste for fashion has changed. And that's a simple truth. But that's somebody, when we're back home, he would shop for me like any day, anytime, without, even the doubt in the world. But when he's trying to buy for me now, he's like, I'm so conscious of the fact that, your style has changed and your standards may have changed as well. So I'm weary of getting something that you may not like. The way you see things, the way you approach things, the way you approach parenting, the way you approach managing the home will be different. The way you approach communication will be different. So you have to accommodate. And if you have such a spouse and you cannot accommodate, you are bound for doom. You are bound for doom. See peace person. Peace person, yes. When it comes to your in-laws, look at you shouting 100%. Peace person. I'm talking about your brother and your yes, 100%. Bella cannot go wrong when he's talking in favor of your brother. Peace person. That's nice though. That's nice. Yeah. So this sister, please, darling, it's either you go follow the right immigration route or you just move on because you've lost it. truly he wanted to be with you, he will be with you. He will stay and work it out. It didn't work out. Just move on. Stop crying in the rain. And for you men, especially for those ones who are coming and they have it from the get-go that they are coming to break the heart of this woman, karma is waiting for you. Karma is waiting for you, and it doesn't miss its target. Karma doesn't miss its target. If you're coming to fool someone's daughter, it's going to come and bite you right back. I believe in that. So that's that for this girl's part of it. And now I want us to move. I want us to move to Tonto Dike, and I want us to listen to Tonto Dike's video or interview that she made. Excuse me. Some men, on the other hand, have the impression that women abroad are desperate and need a man. Yes, Bengshu says, yeah. So Tonto Dike and the husband, for those of you who don't know, ex-husband, have the most poisonous divorce that I've ever, or one of the most poisonous divorce I've ever come across on social media. Really bitter one. And so for years now, they've been going back and forth at each other's throat. And the recent one is their son, I think just turned 7 or so. And Churchill came to praise and say, happy birthday, my son, my world, my this. And it's like Tonto Dike has lost it. She's gone gaga. She doesn't want anything to do with this guy. She doesn't want to hear anything about him. And so I think the guy, has been giving his own side of the interview on other platforms and saying Tonto is lying. And Tonto has gone on her page and has given like a detailed talk on, how this guy treated him and like everything that has to come with the nature of the relationship. I want us to listen to it and we'll talk about it as we go along. If you plant beans, now only beans you go harvest to. FBI clearance. Wait. Big sis, if you plant beans, only beans you go harvest. Okay, let's listen. Please like and share, please. Oh, before I start this, I need to put the show number in case somebody wants to call. Sorry, guys. Oh, Bella. Yeah. Oh. Just looking at the co-host, make sure she's okay. Let's get the show number. Voila. WhatsApp call only, please. Right. It's coming.
Hello, my name is King Tonto, and I am here to talk about a lot of things that I am tired of talking about, things that I know that you also are tired of hearing. But the reason
for those of you who are not familiar with the Nollywood industry, Tonto is a prolific actress. She's been acting. She's one of the best in the industry. Kamet Gist with the PPJ. Welcome, darling sis. Mwah. Thank you so much for coming. So she has this nasty divorce and she's sharing her experience about her relationship. So let's listen.
Doing it is because I want to be able to grow up and show my son some form of liberation, some form of fight that I did for him. I'm going to be talking about my marriage. It's an overflowed overplayed CD, but it is something that has been taking me back even when my life has strived to move forward. So I'd like to clear up all the lies, all the allegations, and everything once and for all. If you're tired of hearing about my marriage, this is not the channel for you. If you aren't, listen and please focus. Thank you. First of all, I am doing this for my son. I am a mother, not just a mother. I'm a mother who is dangerously in love with her son. And I want my son to grow up and watch or listen to my own side of the story that I told him through my channel. Because really, this is for my son, not really for the public. So he will grow up and will watch it someday. Secondly, I'm doing this because my son's father has constantly been pricking and pushing me to do a lot of irrational things online that is not me, because of the things that he's doing behind the scenes. He's granting interviews every 2 weeks. There's either a paper interview, print, or there's either a TV interview or a radio station, all on me. He has nothing else to talk about, it's all on me. And they're all allegations, they're all lies I'm here to clear. I'm not going to go down history as the liar. No, I'm not.
Now this is the real place. It starts. The real thing starts now.
You see, that's really a very complicated issue, and that's where I really want people to pay close attention. Around 2013, 2014, I met a very lovely man. I was not ashamed of saying his name, but we just wanted it private because none of my relationship had always seen the light of day and survived it. People always tarnished it with one news or the other. So it was something that I just wanted to protect. So I fell in love with a man and I called him Mr. X. And I dated him from 2013 to 2015.
Well, let me read Auntie Rosemary's comment. Well, Auntie, let me read Auntie Rosemary's comment. Auntie said, when you name yourself a king as a woman, what will your husband be called in that marriage? The power of the tongue. Women, be careful the words you use. Thank you so much, Auntie. Thank you.
We broke up in the worst circumstances ever. I wouldn't say he deceived me. I just didn't see the signs. He got up from my bed and went for his own wedding. And it just broke me, devastated me. And I think I was in a state of need, emotional need. I just wanted what I lost. So 2015, February 13th, I went into a club to celebrate. Actually, a friend of mine knew how depressed I was from my breakup. And they took me to club to celebrate. And the club is not a place where you actually find me as a person. But I just needed that space. I just needed to just unwind, to clear my head. And on the 13th of February 2015, I met my son's father. He was not initially Mr. X. But as a girl, I had flaunted this relationship so much. He had got me so much exotic gifts. He had done so much for me that even other girls were like, you know what, I want to have a Mr. X in my life. For that relationship to have broken off, I was so ashamed. I was so broken. I couldn't come out to say, you know what, my relationship had been broken. So when I met my son's father, February 2015, mind you, Mr. X had existed from 2013 or 14. When I met him, we met him in the club. I met him in the club 13th night, and we never saw again. I left the club on my own. I don't know if he left the club on his own, but I left the club, and 3 days later we started to talk. And because I was an emotional wreck. I needed a new relationship. I needed some sort of consolation, and he was there. So we got dating, and that's how I declared him Mr. X. Well, initially, he was never Mr. X.
You see, this for me is already a problem. The fact that Tonto Dike had a relationship before, somebody that was lavishing her with, was showering her with lavish gifts, exotic gifts, and then that relationship sadly fizzled out. And now she meets her son's father, and she decides to declare to the world that that man, her ex-husband now at the moment, was Mr. X. That to me was already Tonto Dike laying the foundation of their marriage or their relationship. A foundation, a relationship based on falsehood. And for me, that is a red flag. That is a problem already. So Tonto Dike going out there declaring Churchill as Mr. X to the world was already a flaw for that relationship. A relationship based on lies, trying to impress people, trying to keep up appearances. Now, are we surprised at how things unfolded? I am not surprised personally, because this relationship from the get-go is on a shaky foundation. And so let's listen to this, because you're giving grounds now for Churchill. Churchill is now playing the role. So basically, Churchill was in that relationship like a character. If you ask me, he was there like a character, not the Churchill. And he was loving it, being the kind of person that he is. He was loving that role that he was in it. You've already told the world he's that person lavishing you with gifts. So you have to keep up with that expectation. Even if, Churchill doesn't have the money, you Tonto will have to provide yourself with those gifts and declare and pretend to the world that it's coming from Churchill, whereas it wasn't coming from Churchill, because you've lied from the get-go. Exactly. Miss J, what did Miss J say? So let's continue listening.
None of my relationship had always seen the light of day and survived it. People always tarnished it with one news or the other. So it was something that I just wanted to protect. So I fell in love with a man, and I called him Mr. X. That relationship to have broken off, I was so ashamed at the club on his own. And that's how I declared him Mr. X. Well, initially, he was never Mr. X. He was never the person who got me all those exotic gifts or nothing.
Co-host, love from Auntie FBI Clarence.
Well, it's not because I was ashamed. It was more like he gave in to the idea of being called Mr. X because he wanted to be popular.
No.
Something that, if you do this, we're going to get popular, you're going to get richer. I mean, he was my man, anything to make him get respected in public. So that was the case. The gift angle are different.
A man needs to earn his respect. A man needs to earn his respect in public. Respect is not given on falsehood. You must earn it, because it's, like I said, character is like pregnancy. There's only so much you can hide. There's only so much you can pretend before everything gets into the open. So you cannot say, Tonto cannot be saying that she wants her man to earn respect from, through lying. That doesn't work like that. For me, he needed to earn his respect.
Relationship, I needed some sort of consolation, and he was there. So he betrayed me and got bribed by my son's father. I did an interview with Well, it's not because I was ashamed. It was more like he gave in to the idea of being called Mr. X because he wanted to be popular. And it was something that, if you do this, we're going to get popular, you're going to get richer. I mean, he was my man, anything to make him get respected in public. So that was the case. The gift angle are different, because before I was married or before I met him, there were lots of exotic gifts. And after I got married, there was the car gift. So it depends on what gift.
The lie that kept on giving. Oh, I love that. The mother. I also think Tonto has made lots of mistakes, and she ran so much
yes, I did sell the car. And yes, I also said I sold the car in my very and only first interview that I did with Azuka, the woman who betrayed me and got bribed by my son's father. I did an interview with her, and I said I sold the car because that was the only property in my possession. I had a son. I was leaving the marriage. I was not going to leave the marriage empty. Like I said on Instagram, if I saw his soul, I would have sold it. If there was any other property that he had apart from that car, I would have sold it because I was a wife, not a girlfriend. I have a son for you, I have a child for you. So that's it. On the car issue, I was pregnant and I went to give birth. I was in America then. Before now, we've had so much hardship. So much hardship. He had not been able to provide for me. I met him broke and I married him broke. So when I was in America, the joy of your husband sending you pictures, oh, I got you this car. I was elated. I was happy. I was overwhelmed that, oh, you know what? Look at how much this guy could not even pay for a wedding, to the fact that now he is buying me a car. I was very happy. So I did post it on Instagram. But I never knew that the car was not even in my name. I never knew that the car was not even my own. Because he knows that I'm a kind of person who wears my heart on my sleeve. If I love you, you would know it. If the world would know it. If I don't like you, it's very evident. If I want to love you, it's evident. So there is no in between. It's either black or white. So he knew that the excitement will make me post those videos, and that's where I would always say that he's a narcissist. He sits down and he plots everything that he does. He knew I was going to post that picture. So when I posted it, and by the time I came back to Nigeria,
what I find hard to understand in this car situation is you get gifted a car by your husband. The car is yours. Yes, you have a driver. The right thing to do would be to check your car documents, to check that the car has all the papers, the right papers. That's what any sensible woman would do. That's what any sensible person would do. Yes, you are in the States having a baby, you're back home. You want to make sure that whatever you are having or you're receiving is legit, because you were already getting red flags in your marriage, flags in your marriage, knowing that Churchill is up to no good. So why would anyone in the right frame of mind not want to check to make sure that the car you get given is in your name? It's in your name. Because, along the interview, she did state that the only time she found out that car wasn't in her name is when her friend was using the car, got into an issue, and they needed the car owner to present themselves and the document, that she only noticed that car wasn't in her name, and that car wasn't even in her husband's name. And to me, that's a problem. That's a big issue. Co-host, stop making a mess.
Take me someplace that, oh, you know what? Look at how much this guy could not even pay for a wedding, to the fact that now he is buying me a car. I was very happy. So I did post it on Instagram. But I never knew that the car was not. I want to love you, it's evident. So there is no in between. It's either black or white. So he knew that the excitement will make me post those videos, and that's where the car, which I didn't really use, I need. I have cars in Port Harcourt. I have my G-Wagon in Port Harcourt. I have my Hummer. I had my Hummer. I still had my FJ Cruiser. No, sorry, not my FJ Cruiser. My FX Infinity. I still had I had one other small car, one like Toyota. So I still had all those things I'd already sent to my family. So I didn't really need a car. I needed the money so I could start up a new life. And that's what I did. Now looking back, I think it was all the lies. It was all the lies, because everything I ever liked about him was a lie. I'm not saying that I went out there to say I want to date or I want to get married to a who is in Nigeria.
No, you did.
But I am Tonto. You don't expect me to get married to a pauper. So definitely when he said I am Obasanjo's son, when his own mother told me I'm Obasanjo's wife,
wow,
it was a plus for me.
Wow.
It was a plus. When you tell me that the house that I am coming to Ghana to visit is your own property, because it was a large property. He said it was his own property, which he could never even prove ownership. And it will still come up because I have proof of someone embarrassing us on Instagram about the house not being his own, and he's owning, and he's destroyed the whole property. So,
what an insult to the less privileged. What an insult to the pauper, in quotes. What an insult. Because personally, I would rather you, Tonto. I would rather you get married to a pauper with a vision, a genuine and legit and authentic vision, a pauper that you can invest on, and that pauper would bring back or yield returns for your investment. Because the same person who claimed to be the Obasanjo's son, and you invested all these millions of nairas on this person, where did that land you? And this is a problem with us women, even with us men. We want to marry for name. You're marrying for name. You're marrying for status. You're not marrying the person. You're marrying the name that the person is carrying. Obasanjo's son. Obama's son. The prince of this. The queen of that. The princess of this place. A lot of us are after that. Are we marrying the title or are we marrying the person? Are we going to live with the title or are we living with the person? Are we interacting with the title or are we actually interacting with the human being, the person carrying the title? Is the question I want to ask. It's the question I want to ask. Obasanjo's son, yes, even if he was Obasanjo's son. With Obasanjo's son without the character, are you just going to stay in a marriage and suffer all the blows and kicks and slaps and pounding because it's Obasanjo's son? And a lot of us women, a lot of us men are in relationships today, dying, literally hanging on our last breath because we don't want to feel like we are embarrassed by walking away from that name which we've carried along and, shouted at the top rooftop that we are married to so and so person. You appear at your lesser meeting. Oh, I'm married to Chief Justice Neba's son. I'm married to His Royal Highness the King of So-so's daughter. Some of you have gone and blown the trumpet. You want to introduce yourself. I'm Mrs. So-and-so, so married to so-and-so. Why? Why do we Africans make so much attachment to names and titles? Why? And for that reason, some of us are ready to, take our last breath or end our lives just because we are trying to belong, to be identified with that name or title. Miss Kim! Hello, Miss Kim! Welcome, darling. Thank you so much. It's so nice to see you. Welcome, darling. Oh, so nice to see you. I'm so glad you're well enough to join us today. Welcome, my sweetheart. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, a lot of us die because we want to carry title of Mrs., the wife of this. I remember my late, God forbid, my able lecturer, Professor Canute. Professor Canute. He was always one of the professors that always encourage women, to be self-sufficient, to be able to stand for themselves and not just be a Mrs. This. He always said to us, some of you, you're here. You want to introduce yourself. You say, for example, I say, my name is Bella. I am the son of the CEO of so-and-so petroleum company. My father is the CEO of so-and-so petroleum company. And the question he'll be asking you is like, if I'm a woman, what you should be asking is, who are you? And so who are you? Your father is the son, is the owner of a petroleum company. Who are you? Who are you? What's your identity? What's your uniqueness? If your father is not here today, what can you do independently? If your mother is not here today, what can you do independently? What can you do? Is the question. I will always appreciate my professor for always bringing up that talk and encouraging the women in class during lectures. Can I clean that, honey? Let me clean it. No. Good girl. Thank you. Yay. Yay. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Do you want a bit more juice? A bit more juice? Sorry, guys. Just a minute. The co-host needs some attention. The joys of motherhood. The joys of motherhood. Sit down, man. Sit down. Mommy's almost done, okay? Mommy's almost done. If you sit, mommy will run up, okay? Good job. Hey. Hey. Yeah. There you go. And she is actually insinuating your father's world is not your world. Of course it's not. Show why they get home and wet their pillows at night. Exactly, the mother. Absolutely. Absolutely. And some of us, this is the thing, because the interview, if you want to go watch the interview, you can watch the interview. She talks a lot about not knowing like what exactly, never seen the husband do a job or involve, or actually engage in an IT job, working. She's never seen her husband working. I want to ask us a question. Some of you, some of us, do we actually take the time to get to know what our husbands are actually doing, our spouses, our wives are actually doing, the type of job they do? Have we seen? Do we make that effort to investigate, to understand? Or are we just married to the money? We don't care how they make the money. Do you know where your husband works? Do you know the company they're working for? Do you know where your wife works? Do you know the company that they're working for? Or you don't just give a damn, you just want to see the money, you just want to be, dressed all expensive. We need to create time. Some of us get full. There's a funny story my uncle told me once. He said, there's this, when they were growing, there was this woman always saying that their son is an engineer. Their son is an engineer. You know how Africans, their mentality with engineers, doctors, and this and that. And their son is an engineer, and then they managed to marry a lady off to their son. For this lady, only for this lady to go and find out that this engineer is engineer for, this guy was in charge of, like, a janitor, head janitor. He was like in charge of cleaning toilets in a camp, ensuring that all the toilets in that camp were clean. The toilet engineer. People go and say, I'm an engineer. Engineer for what? You just hear a title and you jump, you jump the bandwagon because you want to be carried away by titles. Yes, this lady was excited to marry an engineer, but that was an engineer as a chief janitor, somebody looking after toilets. What a disappointment, hey? What a disappointment, knowing that you're going to get married to an engineer. We need to make that time to understand our spouses, our partners, how they're making their money, how they're, earning their keep. Don't just sit and feel comfortable, not knowing where the source of income is coming. The source of income is. Obasanjo's son, and you jump on it. And the mother says Obasanjo's wife, and you jump on it. Without any findings, without doing any investigations. The videos are so many. And even to the fact that you, Tonto Dike, say you paid for your wedding, you paid for everything, and now Churchill is saying there was no wedding at all. As far as he's concerned, it was just a parlor event, and you just brought your family members and you guys celebrated. And he had every right to say so, because if you look at the event, you can count, just a handful of Churchill's people. And the rest were Tonto's people. And Tonto said she paid for that wedding. She even just, this is what I don't understand. You, Tonto Dike. This video is for women because we have to empower women. We have to wisen up our girls, our women, our sisters. It's this same Tonto who said her first man, Mr. X, broke her heart. Carpenter and engineer. Of course, it's a wood engineer. A carpenter is a wood engineer. Exactly. A villa mama lady. A carpenter is an engineer. People use big titles to get what they want. Especially when they understand that that's what you, that woman, wants to hear, or you, that man, wants to hear. So, you, Tonto, saying Mr. X slept with you the night before, woke up that morning, the following morning, and went to attend his wedding with another woman. He went to get married to another woman after just being with you the night before. That didn't teach you a lesson. It didn't teach you a lesson at all. You decided to sponsor your own wedding. And you can confidently say on your during your interview that all Churchill needed to do was to appear for his wedding. Who does that? Because that's the reason why Churchill now says there was no wedding, because he had no part of it. It was all Tonto's. It was Tonto's idea. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to pay the dowry. You will come and just present yourself in front of my dad, because her mom is of late. And this whole thing, shenanigan, will be done and dusted with. Because you want to prove a point. You want to tell the people. You want to show the social media people, the people waiting to see you fail, like you said. You want to show them that you're not going to fail. Who are we deceiving? Are we deceiving ourselves? Or are we deceiving the public? Mash fire in the building. Oh, my darling sis, the generous one, the kind-hearted sis. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Why? I know Auntie Rosemary did say on her show that a man, I think if I'm correct, that a woman should not pay her dowry, and I second that. If you must support a man that you're getting married to, it cannot be your dowry now. It cannot be your dowry. That's the key part, because that's what literally the party, the wedding is for guests, for the people. But that marriage, that dowry, that's what constitute your union. Oh, thank you so much, Ajahn Mashfire. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much for that financial blessing. Thank you, thank you. That dowry that you put down, that your husband is going to put down, that's what is significant in that union. And you cannot give it to a man to go and dowry you. You can't. It defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose. You can pay, you can spend or squander money for the wedding party, for the white wedding, for everything, the court. But when it comes to your dowry, we are human beings, especially us Africans. And now this generation, the way they think, tomorrow when things are tough, when times are difficult, that same man will use it against you. And that's exactly what Churchill is doing. That same man will use it against you, because he is going to say, you dowry yourself. I did not dowry you. You dowried yourself. I didn't dowry you. You're desperate. You're a desperado. You dowried yourself when I wasn't ready. You dowried yourself when I wasn't ready. Same as girls are so desperate these days. They will take a man and go, and they're standing and they're saying, oh, if you're engaging me, this is the ring I want. When are you engaging me? Pressurizing men. Don't put the pressure on men. Do not. Because it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. When a man is ready, he's ready. He will get on and he will do the needful. Exactly, the mother. If you cannot pay the dowry, if you can't, how are you going to look after the family? When children come and they need to go to hospital, they need to go to school, what's the guarantee? That's already how are you going to cope? How are you going to cope? Which is just showing that Tonto was ready to be the man of that relationship. To, all the whole relationship on its own was a scam. Please feel free to call. Anybody who wants to call to contribute, feel free to call at any time because we're going to be rounding up the show soon. Feel free to call. The relationship was all based on lies. Support Picking says to me, you shouldn't even spend on your wedding. Oh God, hold on. This phone is driving me nuts. Blanche Ingram, welcome, darling sis. Let me check on this other phone. Support Picking says to me, you shouldn't ever even spend on your wedding. The only time I think a woman can contribute is cook food and buy drinks when the in-laws are coming to see her parents. I mean, personally, I don't you can support. Personally, I wouldn't mind a woman supporting the wedding for, like, you know, the decoration in the hall, helping the husband to, you know, the cost of other, you know, the extra bits that comes with the wedding, but not the dowry. Definitely not the dowry. And we have a caller. I think Auntie Rosemary is calling. Hello, Auntie Rosemary.
Good evening, good afternoon, everybody.
Greetings, Auntie. Greetings, Auntie. Welcome.
Beautiful show.
Thank you, Auntie.
See, this thing for Tonto, that's why I always say that people will look at this thing that, oh, you are taking a celebrity issues and bringing it. Because a lot of people, regular people, are doing this same thing. It's just that they are doing it on their quiet scale, and people are just grumbling in the corner. They are not paying attention. Yes. A lot of girls are doing the same thing that she's doing. You cannot meet, especially for them in Nigeria. To them, they grew up knowing that if you don't marry, it's the worst thing that happened to you. In Nigeria, even if you don't have money, or you are just average or middle class, people, they cannot even rent to you because you're a single woman.
What?
That's how serious they take marriage. And that is why you see them get into this kind of trouble. They will not rent to you if you are not married. Most women who are graduate, still single, if they have to go rent a place, they get their brothers or uncles to go rent it in their names for them.
Wow.
Because landlords will not rent them. That is how serious Nigerians take marriage.
Wow.
And that is why most of the girls are pushed into this kind of stress. In their head, like, if you don't marry, it means that you have something is bad. There's a curse in your family. It's bad. You have bad manners. They don't realize that has nothing to do. There are women who are married with bad character. There are women who are unmarried with bad character. It's all about individuals. Yeah. You judge anybody by the content of their character. Those titles don't mean nothing. We've seen even on the streets now. Yeah. What the people who title, they do. It don't matter. It's the content of your character. Finally, it's the content of your character. But when we come back to this case, it is very, very shameful. It's like she had Obasanjo, knowing that at that time Obasanjo was the president of Nigeria. Yes. And just concluded. But you did the man. He never took you to go see his daddy. You know,
You didn't see any of his siblings?
She's a civil engineer, has a master's degree. She worked for, I think, a year or two before she went into acting. Very book smart, but no common sense. If you date somebody, what is the excuse that you have never visited their father, but they are getting you to get married? What is the excuse? And then he went to Ghana, stayed in Ghana, telling you, oh, just the marriage is this. Just go ahead and pay the money. Go ahead and pay. He keep telling you to pay for stuff. When I'm coming, I'm going to bring. Yeah. Even 7 years ago, people wired money now. Yes. 7 years ago, people were wiring money.
Just do it or pay it. Do it or pay it.
You keep spending. 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 Then you took even his own clothes to go do all this. He lied that there were 4 people. I saw that picture of the wedding. More than 1,000 people in that wedding. Yes. All their parents all well dressed. Why does he even have to lie? Sometimes these people, they are crazy. You lie something that is documented. You have pictures. Yeah. It doesn't even make sense. It makes you lose credibility. Yeah. You took clothes to go show all the ashwabi, the clothes that you people wear, your traditional clothes. Yeah. You took his clothes to go do the fitting. So you did everything. Just everything. Hi. Somebody wrote under there that it was after that she named herself Tonto King. I accept that is true. There's an account that said that under your show. Yeah, Holy Mary. The point is that you're acting like a man all through in your marriage. Yeah. If you're acting like a man all through in your marriage, you give an excuse for the man. Be the queen. Yeah, you give an excuse for the man. Be the queen. Because no matter, yes, you remember my last show I said that there's a season to help a man, and there's a season to let a man be a man in your marriage. Which means there's a season that people have down times in their marriage. You uplift your husband when he's down because you are their helpmate. But you cannot, from beginning of that marriage to the middle to the end, you are the one doing everything, paying every bill.
Exactly.
Okay, so now you are like a little girl in a candy store. The first gift he gave you was when you had your baby.
So it was almost like,
a car. Then you want to go post it. This posting thing, we have taken it out of hand. It drives me really crazy. You know that?
Everything is on social media. Everything on social media. Everything.
Something. Husband, you carry good. Who cares? That is a gift that they give you in private. Even in your marriage, can you people don't have even one privacy?
Debunker satellite. Welcome, darling.
And then you went and posted something that the car was not in your name until your girlfriend was driving the car one day. The police stopped them for something, traffic something. And then you had to go find out then that the car was not in your name.
Yeah. Right.
So that is the only thing that you took from that marriage that you sold.
Terrible thing.
Was that car.
Yes.
The house that he had in Ghana.
It was not his house. The one that he said it was theirs in Nigeria. It was rented.
What I'm trying to say is that then she's trying to make excuse that, I wanted my husband to be accepted.
No.
Who cares who accepts your husband if you have accepted him?
Thank you. Thank you.
Because you're already educated, you've made your name, he came and married you. He could have used the fact that he's married to you and love you to grow.
Thank you.
Whatever talent he has.
Thank you. And that's what I said, Auntie. Sorry.
It's not public to accept him.
Thank you.
You accepted him.
Thank you.
And that is what mattered.
Yes.
So he could have used your popularity.
Yes.
Because he loved you, to make a name out of the talent that he has. If he was a photographer, if he was a carpenter, he used that. Attach it to you, so you will be advertising. People go around advertising him.
Yeah.
You don't need the public.
No.
They're telling that you wanted the public to accept him. I don't even understand that kind of reasoning, that kind of thinking.
Auntie, you know what's funny?
You don't need to accept you. The marriage is for two people, and when you love your husband, the people that love you will love him.
Yeah.
When you love your wife, the people that love you will love him.
Yes.
It's not the other way around.
You know exactly, Auntie. Exactly.
You're trying to impress the public, and then you're choking at home.
Yes.
So you're living a lie in public, but at home you're choking.
Yeah.
You know, you're choking. You're the one paying all the bills, doing everything, clothing him, buying food, and then the worst part, he brought a woman. I always tell people, don't be with any man he brings any woman. Don't befriend any man you meet. Any woman that is close to him and he brings to you that we are so close like family and you befriend those.
It's a problem. Yep.
I've always said it, and this came to pass. And that is why they started having problems, even though they had financial problems. But this woman in that relationship, she started suspecting them. They were calling her psycho, that she's lying and everything. But she was right.
Hi.
After you left her, you want to marry this woman, now you have 2 children.
Hi.
So she was not psycho. So I can see where her pain is coming. It's not only about that fact, but that fact that she was in a marriage and you fooled her, you deceived her in everything until a family member, that was your girlfriend.
Yes.
When you put 3 of you in that relationship.
From the beginning.
And then she found that people mock at her. The whole public was saying that she's a very insecure woman. Why would she be thinking that he's sleeping with the sister? Come to find out they're married, they have 2 children. You know? And then every time she posts the child's picture for his birthday,
you come out. Yes, that's why he comes out. He's a ceremonial daddy. Ceremonial dad. Ceremonial dad.
Do your part. I don't care. It's not about the amount of money you make. Just do your part. If you are making $100 a month, if you can give $20 out of that $100, you've done it. Just keep sending it. Show your record. Keep your record. You are doing your part. Being a father to a child does not mean that you just show up and you say, you post, this is my child.
Yes.
It looks like me. Nonsense.
Exactly. Or just gifting the child. Or just gifting the child on the birthday.
That's where her frustration is coming from.
Yeah.
But she too contributed in this thing. That's why you should never build any relationship, marriage on a lie.
Yeah.
Because you always come back and bite you.
Yes.
I'm telling you, women go too far to cover
men.
Men.
Yes.
But when the reverse it comes around, men never covers up for you.
No.
The man will protect himself. Women should learn from this thing. It's just really, it's very, very painful. And like I said, you have called yourself the king. Any man that comes in your life will be the queen then. So it will always be hard for you to be in a relationship. It will be very hard. Yes, it will be very hard. Because even as a woman, no matter how much money you make,
Terrible,
if
Ajahn
your husband
Mashaya.
makes that, you inside the house, you should still humble yourself. You understand?
Yeah.
You should know that no matter what, you are the wife.
That's what I said. A man will always be a man, whether you have what degree, whether you have what
Yes,
qualification.
it's not about the amount of money. And for you to make him to feel good about himself is to elevate him to realize his own dream. It doesn't matter. It's not about the amount of money.
Yeah.
Because when a man is in any relationship and realizes and you could support them to fulfill their own dream.
Thank you, the mother.
It helps him to become to come 100% around, and then the love there just flourishes. It's not the money.
Yeah.
It builds on his self-esteem.
It does.
But when you always reminding a man that I did this for you, I did this for you, I did this for you. That's why men always leave the women who do for them and go look for another woman. No matter how long they will leave you.
Yeah.
Because they can never be a man in that relationship.
Yeah.
Because you keep reminding them what you did and how you met them. Men don't like that. The only people that do that to men are their mothers. So they will lose sexual appetite for you.
No.
You be in the bed with them, they will look at you, you look like their mom.
Yes.
You say, my husband,
Yeah.
don't touch me. Because you played mother part.
Yes.
When you play mom, what do you have to be in love with you when
Yeah.
you play mommy?
Because he's seen the mommy.
You feel that part psychologically.
Mm-hmm.
So please, I beg women, don't overdo. There's a season to help a man and there's a season to let a man help himself.
Thank you so
Don't
much.
go there and overdo. Otherwise, you will lose that man in translation on the bedmatics.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much, Auntie. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah. And you say the Tonto is saying she doesn't want to get married to a pauper. If anything, Churchill to me is a pauper in character, a pauper in dignity, a pauper as a husband, a pauper in every aspect. For me, pauper has to do with character. You can't call somebody a pauper because they lack financial capabilities. Oh, my beautiful big sis, Zion Efret in the building. Thank you so much for coming, big sis. Thank you. So for me, Tonto, you've ended up marrying a pauper. A pauper because your marriage, you were living like a pauper in a relationship. You were living like a pauper in your own relationship. Unhappy. Literally, a pauper is somebody who literally has nothing, is lacking in everything. You lack the happiness, you lack the attention of the man, you lack the support of your in-laws. Everything was absent in that marriage. So why were you saying you don't want to get married to a pauper? Metaphorically, you got married to a pauper. Yeah. You got married to a pauper. We have a caller. We have Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin in the building. Welcome, Mommy Bree.
Yes. I thought let me go and support you.
Thank you so much, Mommy Bree. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Nice show.
Thank you,
Very
Mommy
educative.
Bree. Thank you.
Well, the only thing I want to say here is that the only way Tonto Dike can move forward in all these things is for her to blame herself. If she starts blaming herself in everything that has happened, in everything, let her just take the blame. That is when she will move forward in life. But if she keeps on bringing points to say, oh, Churchill has done it, Churchill did that, Churchill did this, she will never move on. She just has to blame herself, blame her mistake, learn from her mistakes, and move on. That's why I always tell people that everything that happened in your life, blame yourself if you really want to move on and forgive people and move on. If you don't learn to blame
Julian,
yourself,
welcome, darling.
you will never, ever move on in life. That's just the problem she's facing. Because that's why every time she'll bring things up and start explaining, bring things up, because she still wants to prove a point to the public. And who are the people in the public? You are just fooling your own self. You're
Yes.
just disgracing yourself.
Exactly.
Who are the people in the public that you want to prove a point? You want to make them to believe that that man is bad. The wife is proving that the husband is good. You are trying to prove that the man is bad. It doesn't make any sense. Just blame yourself. It is your mistake. You learn from your mistake and move on.
Yeah.
That's it. What she's doing now is just, I don't even understand. I don't know whether she has people around her that can advise. Because for me, situation like that, I'll blame myself.
The mother.
Give myself 10 good slap. Learn from them.
Yes, Mommy Bree, slapping. The slapping. Yes, slapping correction.
No, me, I'm good in that. I'm good in slapping myself. I slap myself very well, and then I said, okay, Richard, you have to come back to your senses. Richard, slap myself. Richard, you have to come. You understand? I mean, that's it. I'm not going to try to push something as if you. She was already a celebrity. She's supposed to be smart.
Yeah.
So she was just. I don't even understand. Later, she was still very young. Why was she forcing herself to go and get married?
Yeah.
She was not 40 years or 50 years. What was the reason for all those things?
Yeah.
All the red flags were there. So let her blame herself and slap herself. She's supposed to give herself 20 slaps.
Yeah.
And then move on.
Yeah.
But all those things she does now is just childishness.
Yeah.
I don't even understand why she's doing all those things.
Exactly.
So she doesn't think that, and if she doesn't let go, she cannot move on. If she likes it, let her have 20 boyfriends, 30 boyfriends. It will not work.
Yeah.
Because she has not moved on. She has to let go and she has to blame herself. Churchill has his own problem. Me, I don't even care about Churchill. My problem is her. Yeah. She has to let go because she's the one who always brings it on social media to start talking. It's not Churchill. Yeah. Churchill has his own one side that he talks also like a woman. Every time Tonto talks, he will go and be proving a point. Mm-hmm. He's not even supposed to talk anything. He's just a useless man. So let her just know that, okay, as I'm going as a child, I made my own mistake. I made a bad relationship and things like that. And then she moves on.
Yeah, Churchill is a Nigerian, is the African Justin Dean. He's the African Justin Dean.
Yeah, if he doesn't slap himself, then he will not. I hate people that fall out from a relationship and always want to put blame on the other person. That is just my problem. I don't like people who, especially couples, that when you have an issue with your partner, you always want to make as if you yourself, you don't have any fault. All the fault is coming from the other person. It's a lie. Every relationship, everybody has their own fault.
To pay.
Each and every one of us has our own weak side. So you cannot come out and be claiming as if the man was the only person that was too bad, and then you were an angel, you spend your money, you are a fool. Saying that you spend your money, slap yourself 20 times in the mirror and said, oh, my money, this money. You're a very dog girl at the end of the day. She makes me find her very stupid.
Yeah.
So people should stop that. Like any relationship where I see couples when they separate and one person is always trying to put blame on the other one. I just say this one you have your own skeleton. She cannot say that guy was too bad, that she was the most good person. No.
They've all played their part. They've all played their part.
The problem with her is that when she talks, she doesn't blame herself in anything. She will just say, okay, I'm a fool that I pay my bride price, that's all. But she does not blame herself for her own character. She has characters that were bad. She has her own things that were bad. She has so many things that were not good. Yeah. So she should just stay quiet and move on and forget about that and work hard for herself. She's trying her best, but her best is not good enough for the moment. That's all I want to say. Every young girl should learn from this.
Thank you,
every mistake in a relationship, blame yourself and stop blaming the other person.
Thank you so much,
really want to thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Ooh. Thank you, Mommy Bree. Great advice always from our own mothers and aunties, and our big sis. So yeah, to be honest with you, because I'm going to be rounding up, slap yourself 50 times, Tonto. Exactly. So yeah, there's so many red flags in that relationship, and we have another caller. Hello.
Hi, Miss Bell.
Miss Kim in the building. Welcome back, Miss Kim.
Hi, hi.
Hi, darling.
My baby. I have a gift for you.
Ooh.
For this your particular phrase you always make. Blame yourself in everything.
Yeah.
Blame yourself in everything. I think that was the day I knew her. I came to her show. She was saying something. And she said, in everything you do, blame yourself. Don't blame anyone for your mistake. Blame yourself in the first place because you are not a kid. Yeah. She said, if you are more than 18, you have to take responsibility of your actions.
Yeah.
And since that day, whatever thing that's happened to me, I always blame myself. Even if it goes wrong, if I ask someone to do anything, it goes wrong, I blame myself. Everything. That is why I hardly get angry now. I hardly get angry. Nobody can annoy me now anyway because
You take the responsibility.
You must not be. Yeah, you must not be with like everybody. You must not do. You have to blame yourself. And there are people on social media. People, these are our followers, Miss Bell. I will call them le mamang basar. Vous le mamang basar là, vous le mamang basar là, vous avez trop de problèmes.
Le mamang basar, c'est quoi?
Le mamang basar là ici là, ils ont trop de problèmes. They know the mamang basar là, they know themselves.
Oh my God! You know how we miss you. This is the reason why I miss you so much.
They are not on the comment section. Mais des mamans bassar ou non.
All right.
Les mamans bassar, ils ont trop de problèmes.
Les gens de maman bassar, nous comprenons qu'est-ce que...
Il y a les mamans bassar ici. Ils ont trop de problèmes, maman bassar, trop de problèmes. Donc, il faut que le maman bassar nous aide.
Miss Kim, Miss Kim, I love you so much, sis.
That was just an Sopa Pikin. Yeah, Sopa Pikin.
Sopa Pikin miss you so much. Sopa Pikin miss you. Bella, beg French is not for you. Auntie Titi, pourquoi tu dis ça? Moi, je parle bien français. Mon mari vient à côté de Bamoum parce que je parlais bien français.
Oh my God. Ça va. Yeah, Miss Bella, thank you for your show, your educative show and everything.
Thank you, Miss Kim.
What I would love to say here, like in this life, we should not feel entitled. Like for example, your husband's wealth is not yours.
Yes.
Maybe I may sound controversial here, but that is how I see it.
Yeah.
Like my husband's money is not mine. My husband's money is not mine. And for example, if they say, "Who are you?" Call yourself. Don't call maybe your papa. I am the daughter of this. I am the daughter. Call yourself. Call your name.
Thank you,
papa.
Auntie.
What your papa have worked for is not yours. What my mama has worked for is not yours. So that is theirs. Go out and fend for yourself and make a name for yourself. Don't attach yourself to mama or papa. In that way, you will learn to be independent at an early age, and you will not feel like somebody is obliged to do this for you. For example, we talk to in-laws, our in-laws, and everyone. If somebody is married to their daughter, that man is not responsible if the man is not responsible for any of your charge. Maybe anything, it's your daughter. If your daughter doesn't give you anything, you don't have to blame the man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we should. And if your daughter doesn't give you anything, you are not supposed to be angry as well.
The Bible says the two shall become one, positive Pekin, and that's true. One in the sense doesn't mean that you have to rely solely, because trust me, that's what the Bible says. But as human beings, as we are, how many of us go to the T when it comes to the Bible? And also as human beings, we have our own needs. We have to be realistic. It does not mean if your husband has that money, he's obliged to give you. You cannot force it out of his pocket.
Yeah,
that's why I always say be self-sufficient, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Positive Pekin. Be self-sufficient. I will keep singing it till the day I close this channel.
Of course. No, your husband is not. He is not responsible for any of your things or any of your mama's things or papa. So if you're married to your husband, it is you. Don't look at what he has. Concentrate on your own self. Do something for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't look at when you go there. No matter the money you go there, he has the money. It's not yours.
Yeah.
It's not your mama, it's not your papa.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't give you the money, what will you do? Are you going to kill him?
Yeah.
And when you get married to a man, try as much as possible to empower yourself.
Mama.
Empower yourself first.
Yeah.
Before anything.
Very important.
And if you are a woman that you are so much that you feel comfortable when a man is doing something for you, you are very, very wrong. You are doing something, but because at the end of the day, the man will insult you, or the man will talk so carelessly to you that you will not like it.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember I once called, the first time I called on your show.
Yeah.
I say I do not appreciate gifts, even from my husband at times.
Oh, no, you should.
Yeah,
you should.
Maybe I can take gifts maybe from my friends.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get gifts from my friends because at times we exchange gifts.
You're allowed to take from your husband, baby. Take it from your husband, sis. Take it. It's your hobby. It's coming out. It's from love. It's coming out from. It's out of love.
But not all the times.
No. If he decides to treat you, this is the thing, Miss Kim. For me, if you can afford a gift for yourself, okay, you shouldn't find it difficult to receive a gift from anybody, especially your husband, because you know, even if he stops giving you, like myself, sometimes I decide to treat myself because I know you can treat yourself. So you're not just taking it because you're relying on him to always give to you. It's just that gesture because you know you can afford to treat yourself. So don't feel any guilty. I'll say to any of my sisters not to feel any guilty taking gifts from their spouses. You know, you deserve to be treated like the queen that you are. You deserve. So yeah. Yeah, you deserve. Yeah. So yeah.
I note that noted, but I need to just work on it.
Yes.
Because
Marfa really is welcome.
No, I don't want something that somebody will give you, and at the end of the day, they'll say nonsense.
Yeah.
Miss Bella.
I know. No.
Yeah, that is why I.
It's your hobby, darling. It's your hobby, and he knows he can't say nonsense when he knows you can afford a gift if you wanted to. That's just a simple truth.
Yeah, but I often pamper myself.
Exactly, and rightly so. Rightly so.
I often pamper myself.
That's very important.
Thank you for your wonderful show.
Thank you so much,
Miss
Bell. Yes, darling.
Miss Bell, there is one thing too I would love to say here.
Yes.
Please, when we are into a relationship,
yeah,
we should avoid talking about our exes to our present boyfriends.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Don't discuss your ex with your man.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, maybe there are times that people just meet and you just want to just say anything, and so even if you have to say anything, do you see that man that you people have once had something together?
Yeah.
Never talk about it, even if the man asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm saying this from experience. At times, I joke a lot. Mm-hmm. I'm a playful type. So I just sit, I will say anything. I will sit and say anything that comes to my mind. But the
now
thing is,
Miss Kim, you sound like this advice is like, it sounds like you've put your foot in your mouth and you're trying to caution your sisters.
Miss Bell, I'm saying
but thank you so much, sis. Thank you for that advice. That's very important. Thank you so much. And Miss Kim, can I just say also, I'm very happy we are all happy to have you back on the street because we've all missed you. We know you've been down with the kids, and I really thank God that.
I didn't know people know me this much.
Of course. Oh my God, the famous Miss Kim.
Hot pepper.
Yes. And your support Peking, drinking done. Yeah.
Even the Mamang Basar.
Yes.
I still love you. I love you all.
We love you.
I love you people. I love you people.
Oh, thank you, Miss Kim. Thank you so much,
my kids are still not feeling. Praise,
by God's grace, they will be well.
Hot pepper, I'm waiting for you. Supper Peking, call Mama and Papa for me. Bye-bye.
Bye, darling. Love you so much, Miss Kim. if you don't love Miss Kim, you have an issue. If you cannot love Miss Kim, you've got an issue. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. It's nice to have you back. So yes, guys. So yes, we're going to round up the show. Our co-host has been so amazing. You guys should pump some love for our co-host. She's been so well behaved as always. So to round the show, I will always say to my sisters for the both cases, when you realize that your relationship is over, you need to move on. You need to move on. Dr. Opuai, Miss Kim is International Boss Lady, Court of Justice, VP, and Miss Kim is a very important, positive a person. She's always there to support every person. So yeah. Oh, my beautiful sis is calling. Hi, sis.
Hi, Miss Bella.
Oh, welcome. I missed you.
I know. You know, I needed a little time off.
You did.
For my sanity.
Yes.
And for, you know, I just needed some time off. And just be positive, you know.
Yes.
I was sick and tired of too much negativity.
Thanks for the
Anyway,
love,
I'm glad
guys.
to see you.
Thanks. It's
I'm
nice
glad
to see
to
you
be
too,
here.
sis.
Nice topic. There's something I want to contribute on what Ms. Kim just said. It's not good to talk about your ex in front of your partner.
Yeah.
Why did I say that? When I was about to travel here, I went to visit one of my friends in Moyoka. I think she just got married. And you know, with that excitement that we've been separated, we were just catching up, talking about school days and this and that, not knowing the husband was listening.
Oh my God.
And we were just talking about, you know, what we did and all that. And when I left, I traveled to Douala, and the next time I called her in church, she said, my friend, you know, my husband kept asking, like, who is this person? Who is that person? I was like, was he is dropping? Oh my God.
He certainly was. He certainly was.
A long time ago. I would not. Some men are so jealous. Even if the relationship ended 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And the way you talk about the ex, and they will tell you you're passionate about it, it's like there's some feelings there.
Yes.
So I will not say Jack. Why should I even bring that in my present relationship?
In your present relationship, exactly.
So I just leave it like that. Please stay away from me. Don't talk about your past relationship with your husband or your present significant others. Leave it like that. Miss Bella,
yes.
Please, right now when you coming on, just send me a text on WhatsApp. I'll come on, okay?
All right, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
bye.
always being there. Love you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. So to conclude the show, I would say thank you guys so much for the love for the co-host. Thank you guys so much for showering how we so much love. You guys don't worry, there'll be a time I will present your co-host when the time is right. When the time is right, I will present your co-host so you guys can all meet her. So so to conclude, I would say to both sisters of mine, when a relationship is over, when you know it's over, it's time to move on. There's no need crying in the rain, because no one can differentiate your tears from the raindrops. Okay, you need to move on, you know, try to heal, sort your life, put your life together, and look forward to a better relationship if you ever choose to get into one. And also, I always say to people, heal. When you come out of a very toxic relationship, if you come out of a very difficult relationship, find the time to heal before you move into another relationship. Don't do the rebound thing, because a lot of us do the rebound thing. You just want to jump or hop into bed with another person because you may want to prove a point to the ex that you are still in business. You are still in business. You are still training. You are still selling. Whereas you haven't healed. And, you know, because you're scared to have that same heartache, you would overlook certain red flags in your relationship just because you want to keep that one that you're trying to prove a point. So be very careful. Make sure you heal from your broken heart before moving into another relationship, because you may just jeopardize a significant relationship because you haven't healed from a heartbreak. You haven't healed from the pain of that previous relationship. And then you go in there and you cannot be your true self. You cannot actually enjoy the relationship. You cannot give a quality, a value in that relationship. And you end up losing that person that could have been of great value in your life. And lastly, Do not build any relationship on lies. It's like building a house on sandy soil. Do not build any relationship based on lies, because trust me. No, Hot Pepper, your co-host is still awake. Yeah, you're surprised, right? She's still awake. She's playing there. She's playing there on her tablet. Any relationship built on lies is definitely 100% going to crumble. Be open and honest about your relationship. You don't have to prove a point to anybody, the society, the social media, or whoever. It comes down to you and the person you that are actually about to create that union. What do you both want in that relationship? What do you want to achieve in that relationship? That's what matters. Because you cannot be in a relationship just because you want to prove a point. If you're in a relationship, you should be ready for whatever comes to that relationship, because you make that decision to move into that relationship, and we have to be accountable for our actions. We have to be accountable for our action. Like Mommy Brie has said, slap yourself for the mistakes you've made. Like I said in this video, I don't see anywhere Tonto Dike has taken accountability for her actions or for her own part in that relationship. And that's why on my title I said, Tonto Dike and Churchill, victims or partners in crime. And if you ask me personally, I would say they were partners in crime, because they started this whole thing like a game. They wanted to play the public, they wanted to play social media, and of course it's turned around and beat them right back in their butts. Unmerited grace, Muma, thank you so much. Ivan Lee, that leg will black, let it black. It will black and purple. It will black and purple. So please, do not keep up appearances when it comes to relationship. It's a serious situation. You cannot try to keep up appearances just because you want to save a face in a marriage, in a friendship, or anything. So let's use this experience of Tonto Dike and her husband to learn a thing or two. Is very important. And from what I know, Churchill has actually sent a cease and desist letter to Tonto Dike. Okay, Churchill's lawyers have sent a cease and desist letter to Tonto Dike. I got this on Linda Ikeji blog, and it's a long cease and desist letter. Where are we? Yeah. Let me see if I can find this. Let's see if I can find this letter. Okay. Yeah. So Churchill has sent this cease and desist letter to Tonto Dike, saying that she needs to stop mentioning his name, defaming his character and that of his mom, telling all the lies about the wedding when there wasn't any wedding, and so many other things, and that she needs to stop that with immediate effect. Basically, that's the instruction that Churchill is giving Tonto Dike. So that's the letter, and it's a very long one. I'm not going to read that. For anybody, if you want to find out what the letter is all about, you can go and search Linda Ikeji's post. It's a very long cease and desist letter. So please, ladies, let's learn from this example and avoid finding ourselves in circumstances like this. So I want to thank everybody for joining us today. It's been an amazing show as always. I thank you all my callers. I thank you all my fountainers for always being there. Hot Pepper, thank you so much, darling. Auntie Titi, my sweetest auntie of them all. Agile Mash Fire, Auntie Rosemary, our mommy asking for a friend. Prince Melvin Nation, thank you, bro. You better not cut my French. I love my French alone. Jinken Dodd, my darling, beautiful sis. Thank you so much. Positive Pekin, Mafo Relindi, Support Pekin, my beautiful sis. G Unit Debunking, the mother. Oh, always there for your sis. Your wisdom is always a great part of this show. Thank you so much. Ayok Bisong, Sis Goretta, BTV, Villa Mama Lily, my darling big sis. Who have I not called here? I hope I've called everybody. Catalina 123, you were right there. Dr. Open Eye. Oh, Dr. Open Eye, thank you so much, darling, for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you all have enjoyed the show. Big C Zion Efred, thank you so much. Unmerited Grace, my mama. Ivan Lee, my sweet and caring sis, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. You know, we're going to be having Women's Day in March. I have something planned. Okay, I have two powerful ladies I have invited on the platform. The Women's Day week, International Day of the Woman, because it's all about celebrating girl child and celebrating women. So I want to bring two important powerful ladies that are making an impact in our community. They're going to be here on this platform. Miss Kim, my Miss Kim. Thank you, my darling Miss Kim. How can I forget you? The one and only Miss Kim. Thank you so, so much for being here and always supporting your own. So please, you don't want to miss my show. It will be on the 6th of March. I have these two lovely ladies. You guys are going to love, love, love the show. Thank you. I thank you guys so, so much. I thank you, Mommy Bree. Thank you so much, Auntie Rosemary, for always bringing us educative topic. Please, let's keep supporting one another. And oh, my round model, my auntie for life, my round model, auntie for life. Thank you so much for always being there and supporting your girl, always encouraging me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for everything you do for me. Everything, you know what I mean, financially, spiritually, emotionally. Thank you, every single thing. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I thank you all so much, my lovely audience, my beautiful fountainers, the intellectual ones, for always being here. I hope you all have enjoyed today's show. And I really look forward to joining you guys again sometime next week. And until then, it's goodbye from me and the co-host. Wishing you all a wonderful rest of the day. Love you guys so much. Let's exit. Let's exit with our music. Let's exit with some Daddy Cool. Please, if you haven't liked the video, please do me a favor. Just like as you're leaving, please. One,
two, let's go.
Like it, like it. Ajon Mash Fire. Okay, Ajon. All right, I will. Positive thinking. Hot pepper. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Eh. Oh, my big sis, Lily the Lily. Oh, you're the best. Oh. FBI Clarence, my big sis from another mother. Thank you so much for being here. Always supporting your own. Hot pepper. Chua. Shoo. Eba. Eba. Shoo. Woman, look on. Choo. Peace person, mama. Thank you, mama. That's all. Yes, I've already seen Ajon's comments. Hot pepper. I'll get to her inbox. Yes, I read it already. Thank you so much, Hot pepper, my love. Manono, Eva. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys so much. Goodbye, guys. Oh, thank you all so much for the wonderful show. I'll see you all shortly. Thank you, Dr. Opo. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you. Hot Pepper. Thank you, my love. Thank you for being here till the end. Thank you so much. Love you guys so much. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. Oh, Queen Mother is live. Okay, let's go meet Queen Mother. Thank you. Prince Marvin Nation, my darling bro, the one and only. I love you, my baby bro. Love you so much. Please, Prince, come with a reaction. I love you, baby bro. You're the best. Thank you so much for always being here. Thank you. Queen Mother is live. Let's go support her. Okay, thank you. Bye, guys.